UL Dallas, are you ready?
It's prime time. $200,000 on the line.
It's Championship Sunday here at the Call of Duty World League.
This is going to be amazing. We are pumped to get it started.
He clears the lane. Three-piece from attach. Hello, Dylan.
There's one more at the end. There's three. He just needs Jury now for the ace. He's wrapping the back. Give me all the kills.
Putting on a show right now.
8 in a row.
It's an ace for Europe bet.
This is insane.
Monty's on a mission. He can find it. There we go.
He keeps on gunning. With the smile.
Missiles are raining down from the sky.
Oh my God!
Ladies and gentlemen, it is MLG primetime here in Dallas, Texas. Oh, this crowd is ready. Folks at home, you better be ready too, because we have a great matchup ahead in our winners bracket final. These two teams have secured themselves a top 3 placing, and a win here will put them in the grand final. Our first team is one of the biggest organizations in the gaming industry. They are none other than FaZe Clan. This squad has had multiple championships in the past, and boy, oh boy, have they formed quite the rivalry with our next team. They've got the loudest fan base. They've got all the accolades in the world. They are OpTic Gaming. A team of 4 of the most individually skilled players in Call of Duty. There's a lot of respect between these two squads, but when it comes down to it, there's a lot of bad blood. Ladies and gentlemen in Dallas, are you guys excited? I am, the players are, and the casters are too. Casters, take us to game number 1.
Thank you so much, Courage. The energy in here today, Matt. This is ridiculous. FaZe versus OpTic Gaming, and we get it in our winners bracket final.
Oh, and I love when you see all the players come out onto the main stage, because you can just tell like the intense rivalry these teams have. I almost want to call it a little bit of a hatred. Like, you know, you see Clay on the stage, like he just despises that this OpTic team is winning so much, wants to get FaZe a win here so badly.
Absolutely. You know it's been eating at him. This FaZe clan, it was put together to counter this juggernaut squad built by OpTic Gaming. They've had success in earlier titles, but it's been a while since they've held a trophy. And Matt, last time you and I cast these two teams, it was way back in Atlanta. That was a very close matchup. Went to a game 5, but most recently, you got a chance to watch them over in Paris, and it was a one-sided affair.
Yeah, that series was ugly, but OpTic Gaming was on fire in Paris. A different team here today. I mean, they had a tough series against Luminosity the other night, a very tough series against Splice this morning. They look vulnerable here.
Can't wait to see how these 8 players match up when it comes to Respawn. You have some of the best slayers in the game right now, and we have to look at some of the biggest numbers that we should expect to see coming into this first hard point. Tell me, who are our G Fuel key players?
Yeah, you're looking on the side of OpTic Gaming at SCUMP. He has been tremendous this event. We've given Formal a lot of love, but SCUMP has shown up in a big way. Looks like he's kind of found his groove here in Infinite Warfare. And then on the other side of things, Enable. He has been so good from ESWC to now. I feel like one of the most underrated players in competitive Call of Duty. You see the numbers that he is putting up as well. Very nice.
Absolutely. Enable, kind of a quieter guy on social media compared to some of the other people on this team, but he's been a pro, an MLG pro, since he was 16 years old. He is the elder of SCUMP, who also broke out as a youngster at just 15. He was raising trophies with Leverage.
Yeah, and I mean, you look with Enable and Formal, these guys have been playing against each other for years now, 6-7 years. Enable doesn't want to be known as like that second best player that's come over from other titles. He wants to take that throne and be on top of the game.
Enable, once a fill-in for OpTic Gaming, went over to Europe, helped win them a trophy. Now on the opposite side of the stage, representing the FaZe clan, FaZe has gone down to OpTic in recent history, trying to right the wrong here tonight. Will FaZe move on to our grand finals, or will it be OpTic Gaming? We're about to find out. The best of 5 series starts right now.
I tell you what, Chris, going into game number 1, usually, you know, every map is extremely important in a series like this, but game number 1 for FaZe, now maybe the entire thing. They need to come out, have a very good start here. They take game number 1, they regain some of that confidence they lost against OpTic Gaming, you know, back at Atlanta and ESWC.
Talk to me purely about the hard points, Matt. When we go into this first game, we saw OpTic off to slow starts in both of their matches against Splice. They were able, though, to come back and finish those games strong. Do you think they get off to a slow start against FaZe Clan?
I don't think they can afford to. I think FaZe is going to come out, and if they get off to a slow start, OpTic, FaZe is just going to blow this first game out. And you think, you know, OpTic, that they've lost a hard point to Ghoster Crew, Splice, Luminosity. Now, this is a game mode where they've actually been vulnerable in, and you saw the one against Splice. I believe it was a throwback, the game 1. I mean, SCUMP has 50 kills, and they only win by 20 points. So, I mean, if he doesn't go off like that, you think Splice maybe takes that game 1. So they're going to need to fix their hard point game, make sure it's solid here against FaZe.
OpTic Gaming has been clutch in their Game 5s on the main stage their last 2 matches. Will it go the distance once again? FaZe Clan also no stranger to big Game 5 victories. I'm looking forward to a final S&D between these 2 powerhouses.
You know, FaZe, they get a big win over E-Unite in their last series. Spoke with Clay a little bit. They've taken a lot of the search and destroy strategies that Fnatic used at ESWC when they went on that crazy search and destroy run. So you think FaZe, they maybe have figured out some things in search and destroy that they could use against OpTic to their advantage.
We take a look at our players. Clayster on your screen has been the difference maker. When he struggles, they get slaughtered by OpTic. When he is on point, they can take down the #1 team in the world. Will he be able to keep at that same caliber that we just saw him play against E-United? I'm expecting so. Talking to him backstage, the man is fired up. He's been looking forward to this rematch, and it's happening right now. 5 seconds away. It's game number 1. Make some noise as we head to Scorch.
And I think Clay switching over to the NV4 has helped his game out so much. This is the first time I've really seen him at an event where I'm like, Clay, how you feeling? He can legitimately look at me with a smile and say he's feeling really good going into these games. I think his play kind of carries over to the rest of his team. The confidence he gives to his teammates, can't match that in the scoreboard, but OpTic Gaming, SCUMP getting off to a good start.
Absolutely, and SCUMP, if you remember back to the last match here, he was able to drop 51 kills in his first hard point. He opens this one up, a perfect 4-0, already working on streaks. Formal, meanwhile, is going to be controlling the middle of the map. He keeps scoring. OpTic off to a fantastic start, getting 26 of the opening 40 points.
Yeah, and if you're FaZe, you just got to focus up, get control of bridge here, and then worry about pushing through. And you do see they are going to go try and get this turbine spawn, but Formal inside the warehouse, not able to take out Enable there. It's a big kill for Enable. It's going to be a 2-on-2 to see who gets this turbine hill.
Keep your eyes on Zuma at the top of the map. He is the only red arrow. Now Enable trying to join him. Zuma dropped though, so Enable has no reinforcements here. Finally, a teammate is there to help out. It's attached. How are they going to break this OpTic setup?
You're going to have to pinch here. You're going to have to send players through the middle, but they're overloading this top side. You have that one player directly behind the cliff here to Enable's right. He's going to have to come out and challenge it. He's not going to win that fight against Karma. Nobody there that flies out and trades it right away. It's a good hold for OpTic thus far.
Zuma is going to break through, finally picks up SCUMP. Karma is eliminated from the back lines. There's still 34 points to go. This is just a 15-point game. A 3 streak now for Zuma after a slow start. He is 2 kills away now from getting streaks.
Yeah. It's going to be FaZe with complete control of this hill. You see how OpTic is setting up. Grim trying to come on the bottom. He's going to get taken out. Not going to be able to set up that pinch. So with 15 seconds left on this hill, OpTic's going to spawn all the way out at Cave as FaZe takes the lead. OpTic going to rotate, give the last 15 or so seconds here to FaZe Clan.
So OpTic wins the fight for the first control point. Second one, it was FaZe rotating through after about 20 seconds, and they will take our lead, but it's OpTic set up first, and look at that kill feed. SCUMP is going to be team killed, but Karma eliminating all of the threats. SCUMP already 8-3 is the player to watch so far in this match as he helps OpTic Gaming re-secure the lead.
Yeah, and FaZe just needs to go together. You're seeing a lot of just single pushes. I mean, Itachi's all the way in the back. He picks up 1 kill. That's great, but look at where the rest of the team is. All the way on the opposite side of the map. He's going to pick up another kill, which is huge. You're going to start spawning OpTic out towards that left-hand side. FaZe needs to take advantage of this. They need to converge on the hard point.
And I love it. FaZe was kind of spread out. Karma, you saw, was worrying about Attach. Meanwhile, the rest of the teammates from FaZe Clan were able to hit the front. Formal was just in a 1-on-3. Now it's FaZe with total control of the hangar. 74-74, we're tied up again. FaZe will retake the lead, but I wouldn't be surprised to see OpTic pull away here on the drill.
Yeah, Enable on a 3 streak here, locking down the hard point. The rest of his teammates going to try and rotate all the way around towards Drill. Clay got off to a little bit of a rough start, I believe 1-4, but now starting to heat up a little bit. And they need him in a big way here against OG.
Enable 7-4. Right now on a 3 streak. Zuma is going to challenge. Zuma will lose the fight. Formal will clean up Enable as well. No streaks for you, sir. It's all OpTic control.
You see FaZe, they're going around that top side of your mini-map. That tells me that they're not too concerned for this Drill hardpoint, trying to get a pinch, maybe get control of Drill, but they're really worried about that Turbine hill. It's obviously not going to be the next one. They're going to go back to Bridge to go the second rotation, but they feel like if they can control Turbine, they can take control of the game.
4 hard points. 12 kills for SCUMP so far. Karma's going to be dropped. 2 more players from FaZe flooding in. The grenade will trade out Enable, and you'll see the kill behind Crim6. Unfortunately, Clayster pokes out, finds him at the opportune time. A 2-piece there, attaches in the hill. FaZe keeps picking up the final seconds of each hard point. They're on the rotation once again.
They're keeping this game very close, and this is not a great sign for OpTic Gaming, because if FaZe can win that rotation of Turbine yet again, they can start to take a big lead, and then, you know, you start to spiral kills. Maybe you earn some streaks there. You can blow open the Drill. You can blow open Bridge on that 3rd rotation, and that's where FaZe can take this game.
10-point lead for OpTic Gaming. It's going to be a bloodbath here in the middle of the map as both teams fight for control of the bridge. So far, FaZe going to win this battle as Attach pulls out the ERAD.
I like this decision. He can be very aggressive on the map, get to these close quarter spots, and take advantage of that SMG. He gets taken out there, but just that challenge forces Crim to come out a little bit weak, and Zuma's able to pick it up.
Formal back to positive numbers. You have SCUMP slowing down quite a bit, and while all this is going on, it's FaZe who is picking up time. They're in the lead once again. They're rotating earlier to the Turbine as well. Big fight is going to go down on your minimap. 6 versus 3. It's going to be 1. Karma taking out Zuma.
We'll see where Zuma spawns up on the minimap. He actually goes with the rest of FaZe over by Turbine. So this is huge. This is maybe the game right here. If FaZe is able to hold this, they are in very good shape to take this first hard point.
Tied up once again, FaZe back in control, and as you said, this hill can be a money hill. 50 points remaining here. OpTic knows they have to get FaZe Clan out right now. Karma coming, flooding from the back. SCUMP is there. Enable will trade out, but he's the lone man. Now, knowing there's going to be a flank, takes out Formal. Going up again, it's SCUMP who's dropped. Enable, the one-man army, just took out 3 members of OpTic. Make it 4. No, Crim is going to stand tall.
Yeah, but 2 members of FaZe pinching on the hard point. Enable keeps FaZe Clan alive, picking up those big kills, giving his teammates enough time to get back towards the hard point to at least contest here towards the end. Zuma with a big 2-piece. So the last 14 seconds will go over to FaZe.
All right, and that 14 seconds will bring them back within 3. The rotation is going down. A big fight at the bottom right corner of your mini-map. Once again, it's Crim6 winning the transition battles. He's done it on the last 3 hills. This time around, OpTic is going to set up for success. Zuma's cleared out, and FaZe now has to regroup before pushing through. It's a tie game, basically.
And you see OpTic Gaming spawning in that back cave area all the way on the far right of your mini-map. Placer needs to win that engagement to be able to force spawn OpTic out, and then you take control of Hangar.
Zuma attacking down low. Attach trying to hit some grenades up top. 3 members of OpTic all set up in the hangar. 3 members of FaZe about to push in. Here comes the crash. As soon as Clayster gets to the top bridge, they will all come in at once. Down goes Attach, though. SCUMP is going to pick up the first kill. Zuma trades out, but Formal, SCUMP, and Crim all in the feed as OpTic holds once again. They have built the largest lead we have seen so far in this game. 40 points and counting.
Yeah, it's very difficult for Clay to slide in there with the NV4 and make a play on the hard point. And as we go over towards Drill, the Formal set up with Karma. See if they can take out this player in observation. Formal walks right by him. both these players have no idea where the other's located. It's going to be SCUMP with some help from Formal, able to take out one. FaZe gets control, but Drill is not an easy hardpoint to hold down.
Absolutely not, and SCUMP needs help here. You need your teammates to be pushing through mid. SCUMP is the only player attacking from this angle, so FaZe, with 3 people looking his direction, are gonna be spread thin. A camo comes out, it's used by Enable, and he is just gonna play this one so patiently, sneaks away, knows he can't fight multiple opponents at once. One by one, can he pick them off once again? It's attached with a 2-piece. Clayster in the back end as well, and Enable will fall, but this hill is heavily contested.
But you do burn camo there, Chris. You know, you're only going to get maybe 15 seconds with some contention out of this hard point. You know, maybe, obviously, you don't know if the game extends to another turbine, but you would love that camo to be able to break that hard point. Maybe we see Enable get it back if it goes that long, but I guess at this point in the game, you kind of need to start using these abilities to get whatever time you can.
We talked about Clayster struggling in the matchups versus OpTic Gaming. It seems that trend will continue here in Dallas. It's 11, make it now 12 and 20 on the scoreboard for him. He needs to earn more kills. He needs to start heating up. That 2-piece is going to help him. He'll be shut down momentarily. Karma cleaning up everybody here in the factory. And now Karma on a 3 streak is also working on these score streaks.
Well, I think a lot of Clay's struggles against OpTic, as it's just the team game that FaZe is playing. We saw them have success against OpTic. They are having Zuma and Attach push up into the OpTic Gaming's players, putting a lot of pressure on Clay, able to just take those long-range shots. Easy engagements with great accuracy. It's what he's excellent at. And now, that OpTic is putting all this pressure on him. It's much different.
Big double kill from SCUMP in transition. Enable, the only one from FaZe in position to contest. He will be eliminated. SCUMP comes flying out for his 3rd kill in a row. SCUMP also with payload available. We're on board with Zuma from FaZe. No reactive armor use, no kills for Zuma. Attached trying to trade it out. The battle for the turbine is what we're all watching right now.
This is where you would have loved to have active camo. Try and break in here with Enable, but it's going to be Clay trying to fly in with the K-bar. He's going to get taken out. OpTic Gaming very close to closing this game out.
Absolutely, Matt, but FaZe is not going down without a fight. SCUMP, another 2-piece, locking it in. 9 points to go. FaZe cannot wait for help. They have to go one by one, and it's not going to work. SCUMP, 3 of the final 4 kills. Crim6 is going to seal the deal as OpTic takes game 1.
You saw some rough performances in that one from Attach and Clay. The 2 guys that have given OpTic Gaming so much trouble in the past do not come through in game number 1. OpTic Gaming takes it.
Even though they fall in game number 1, I was so impressed with some of the plays made by Enable. Keep your eyes on the Ginger for FaZe Clan moving forward. But as we take a look back at some of the highlights, this was a back and forth game. The lead changing at least 6 different times throughout our first map.
Yeah, OpTic Gaming really blew the game open in that second hangar when they were able to get control early. FaZe was not able to break it. The first time FaZe was able to get that back cave spawn, they were able to split some time. The second time that hill came up, they were not able to get anything going.
Clayster always has his fans with him, friends traveling from afar. They are all here to support him. They know that FaZe is going to need some energy because so many OpTic Gaming fans are here today, and they are all cheering on another fantastic performance from SCUMP.
Yeah, you got some great time on the bridge for OpTic Gaming, but like I was talking about, it's that hangar that really decided the game. A lot of that time comes in the second rotation of hardpoints when OpTic Gaming was able to hold that back cave.
What do you think, Texas? Did you guys have a good time in that first game? Do you want another one? We're bringing you Search and Destroy in just a moment, but first we have to look at one of the most dangerous players on the stage. It's SCUMP, who is gunning for the KONTROLFREEK MVP award this weekend.
He's making a pretty good case for it, Chris. I mean, obviously Formal has been tremendous for OpTic Gaming, but SCUMP has put up some impressive numbers here.
I mean, he just dropped 51 kills against Splice, leads the team with 29 kills in this last one against FaZe. SCUMP definitely making a case here on Championship Sunday. He's been solid. It's kind of the re-emergence of the king. No longer are we only saying Formal. He's got a Bash brother now in Scumpy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's ever kind of left. I mean, he's kind of said, oh, SCUMP's back. I don't think he ever kind of went away anywhere. I think it's just, the dedication to put in the time into this game to play at that peak performance, and now you're seeing it pay off here in Dallas.
A 1.24 in Respawn a 1.11 in S&D. The man does nothing but drop big numbers when it comes to Call of Duty. Look for him to top our leaderboard at the end of the weekend if he keeps playing the way he has in the last 2 matches.
Yeah, and it's very difficult when him and Formal are on the same page and those guys are clicking to really stop this team in the slaying department. And then obviously, you know, Krim and Karma have both had very good events as well. But you see, just a 2-time X Games gold medalist, SCUMP. The only thing he doesn't have is that COD champs. Got to get that one this year.
His trophy case is full, but it is missing the biggest trophy. A lot of people are saying this could be the year after everyone expected OpTic Gaming to walk away with the Black Ops 3 title. They're gunning for it here in Infinite Warfare, but to do so, they have to stay on top of their game, and they have to play very strong S&D. It went back and forth with Splice in the last matchup. They were able to clutch up in Game 5, but they lost to Game 2.
Yeah, I mean, not adapting in the respawn game modes and not being a good search and destroy team is what lost this team COD champs last year. Envy was just the better team going into that event. And I think this year you've seen the changes that they've made, and search and destroy always trying some new things out. OpTic looks like a very different search and destroy team this year.
30 seconds away from game number 2. The players locking in, the focus across the stage, the shot callers in this one. For OpTic Gaming, it's gonna be Formal, communicating with Krim 6 and the rest of the crew, calling the shots. For FaZe Clan, it's gonna be a team effort. If Clayster has a feeling, he's gonna make the call. If Enable wants to try something else, FaZe always down to adapt.
I feel like the key for FaZe here in map number 2 is going to be Zuma. If he maybe runs an ERAD, tries to get some pressure up the middle of the map, he can give OpTic Gaming a lot of trouble. We'll see. It'll be Formal with the sniper rifle here early. Gonna look over towards Bus. If this does not work, Chris, you'd like to see OpTic go away from the sniper rifle early.
And this is a map where they struggled against Splice in the first 3 rounds, but were able to rally back in the second half. This time around, Attach just barely shows his face, and it is immediately ripped off by Formal Sniper.
So what we saw FaZe do nice against E United. After the first round, E United took map control. FaZe was able to push in towards mid-map, really kind of push them back into their base. And now FaZe, they do that this round, but OpTic just playing the outskirts of the map. Krim's gonna catch one off guard, able to take out Clay, but he's gonna be traded out by Enable. Still, FaZe dealing with the man disadvantage. It's gonna be all up to Enable here.
Massive props to our observer, Brian Sane, who is catching all of the best action. Enable makes this a 1-on-2, but it's only a matter of time before OpTic finds him. They will hunt him down. OpTic Gaming striking first with a defensive win. It was all set up by the first blood from the sniper rifle, and at the end, you see it's Karma with an ERAD in your final kill cam.
I think FaZe, you may see one of them bring out the sniper rifle, trying to take Formal out at range, but I think the way you got to play that is just push up the middle of the map, get right in his face. Obviously, no overkill. You only have that pistol. You can get into close range with an ERAD or even a K-bar. You're going to be able to take him out and get that first blood.
If you joined us at the very start of the morning, it was FaZe Clan going up against E United in our first winter semifinal. Attach had a pretty rough game, just like we just saw. Then, though, in the search and destroy, that's where he started to get back, finding his form once again. I'm keeping my eyes on player number 4 on that minimap. Currently, he is set up for a flank, and while we watch the sniping, here comes Attach.
That snipe by Formal was just silly. You do see, though, 3 kills answered back from FaZe. It's going to be just Formal now in a 1v1 scenario. Going up against Enable, and Enable's able to win it to tie it up for FaZe.
And that was all Attach on the flank with the ERAD picked up. 2 the kills were traded out. Enable finds Formal, who had no idea where he would be. Both teams winning their defense so far. Not something we're used to seeing constantly here on Throwback.
And we'll see what FaZe decides to do here on offense. You can see Enable looking down the line, giving some calls to the rest of his teammates. And I think you got to, if you're FaZe, you got to bank on Formal having that sniper rifle yet again. You have to push up the mid-map, but you are going to see they're going to bring out a sniper of their own, so they're going to trust Clay to try and win this battle.
And Clayster's not even going to peek Formal here. He's just looking at the underpass for now. He comes out. Formal's going to tag him in the body. Clayster dropped to 1% health, but he somehow survives. You could blow on him, and he will fall. Instead, it's going to be 4-on-4 still. Formal just barely missing another one as Clayster tags him up this time.
And even if Clay isn't knocking down those shots, he's still pushing Formal back, not making him an issue for his teammates to deal with on top of the bomb.
That bomb is down, and of course, it's OpTic Gaming who needs to get in and get the defuse. They can't get there, though. It's Zuma, it's Clayster. Enable down low. It's baiting out Crim6, and he will fall. FaZe up 2-1.
So without the long-range firepower, that sniper rifle that Clay has, Formal can just keep peeking out and just pin that guy right on the bomb site, and another teammate can come in and take him out. As soon as Formal gets those shots cross-map from that sniper, he can't be as eager to peek out that far. Let's FaZe able to do some nice things on top of the bomb.
Round 4 loading up. It'll be OpTic Gaming back on the attack. So far, it's been defense, defense, offense, though, now in favor of FaZe. Will OpTic Gaming be able to go for a bomb plant successfully here? They've spread out their squad, going for a slow plant at B as Crim6 tried to flank. They were waiting for him. Clayster picks up that kill, advantage to FaZe Clan.
And the actual biggest part of Crim going that angle is not seeing Attach and Zuma towards the middle of the map. So OpTic Gaming, they're able to take out Zuma, but they had no idea that Attach had made it through the cut. Formal pushes straight around. He's able to take out Attach there. See Enable and Clay, the last two alive here for FaZe.
And FaZe just never saw that player coming on the flank. I believe it was Formal, and now Clayster will answer back 2-on-2. But as we say that, it's down to just Clayster. Clay versus Formal and SCUMP. This bomb, it's still not planted yet. As we take a look at OpTic Gaming on your mini-map, you can see it's the duo patrolling. Formal right next to SCUMP. They have each other's backs, but where is Clayster? There's the pistol kill. SCUMP gets the call out. Pistol versus K-Bar.
Oh, this is a good spot for Clay, actually, Chris, and he actually misses a punch, goes to try and pick it up, not able to win it.
The shockwave, baby. SCUMPy making faces over at Clay, saying, "What you doing, boy?"
If Clay comes around that corner and just starts firing at him, I think Clay's actually able to pick that kill up. He's in a very good position with that pistol. SCUMP let him stay alive long enough to reload right behind the bomb. If Clay comes around that corner, gun up, just starts firing, I think he's able to clutch that.
Small mistake from Clayster, but man, that was a tough position to clutch up a 1v2 there as the last man alive. That would have been quite the feat for FaZe. Instead, as expected, it's all tied up. No clutches quite yet in this search and destroy. We're gonna see a very slow attack coming in from FaZe. OpTic Gaming on defense is all over the middle of the map. They're looking everywhere, but they are yet to see a red arrow.
Yeah, and I love this type of play here from FaZe. You've seen so many different looks from them in search and destroy. Not an easy team to read, as they should be able to get bombed down here. And then they're gonna back up. Let's see how OpTic plays this. They're all gonna funnel from one side, maybe try and hit some players through that mid-rail.
Enable is gonna be the first line of defense. Player number 1 eliminated. Formal will take him out first. Now they'll look out for Zuma on your mini-map. He's on the flank. He's right behind Formal. Formal has no idea. Now Crim6 getting tagged up. They've given away their position, but they're getting the kills. SCUMP trades it out. Clayster forced out of the window.
They need to get Clay out of that window. I mean, he can just peek on that bomb for a very long time. It's a big kill there from Clay. Maybe he'll get vision on the bomb here.
There's cover fire from the silo. Karma is on the bomb. Clay trying to stop him, and Karma will stick it. Just enough cover fire to keep OpTic in that one.
A tough one for Clay to knock down those shots at range. Some good cover there provided. As Karma gets the defuse, puts OpTic up 3-2.
Nice job by OpTic Gaming. There was no panic. They let FaZe get the bomb down, but they respond properly. Now, though, I have a feeling this round comes down to first blood. Is OpTic going to get aggressive on the attack? FaZe Clan comes swarming. They do have a player in the back. They'll look for a sniper rifle from Clayster potentially here.
I like this position that Zuma gets in with the E-Red. They have no idea he has taken this position from the middle of the map. Two of his teammates do die, though, but he answers right back with a big two-piece.
And you just saw how confident Karma and SCUMP were. They come flying out after the first 2 kills. Unfortunately, though, they will be dropped. It's a 1-on-2, and it will be Clayster once again hunted down. The sniper rifle play, honestly, Matt, it's not quite working. You had a pretty good round 2 versus Formal, but after that, there's just too much pressure from OpTic as they're sticking with the K-bars.
Yeah, you'd probably like a K-bar or an NV4 in Clay's hand where he can help Zuma in that situation, maybe trade one of those kills out. I mean, if Clay is playing in that back area with an NV4, he sees that player coming over the fence to try and challenge Zuma, and they're probably able to win that round.
Clayster has played some incredible search and destroys and clutch moments throughout this weekend. I've seen him get double digits multiple times, especially over on our Bravo stream. For now, though, he's sitting at 5-4, one of the stars of this squad. Will he be able to start laying down some multi-kills? Enable is pinned down low. Clay has his payload. Will there be help in time?
Well, Clay with that FTL jump, you're gonna use that for maybe a 1v1 engagement. Try and get out of the way if you get tagged up. Enable gets first blood though, right on top of Bomb. And I see, they're just trying to bait enough time here if Formal and Scump can make something happen.
That's a rare miss by Formal. Attach is gonna punish. Now Attach with the second challenge, but Scump is pure. Every bullet landing, and that will make it a 1v3. Now Karma falls, or excuse me, Scump falls, but Karma answers back on Clay. Zuma and Enable up against Karma.
Yeah, and Clay uses that FTL jump because he knows Scump's weak, wants to finish that kill off. He gets right into a position to be able to do so. So they have an idea where Karma is. Enable tags him up in the middle of the map. Let's see how Karma decides to play this.
Karma known for his clutches. We asked Scump, when did OpTic Gaming find their form? When did they catch fire? They said it all began with Karma's clutch in round 11 versus Panda back in Atlanta. This time around, unable to pull off the 1v2. The team shot so strong here as Zuma and Enable will pick up your final kill cam. We go into our next round with a tight game, 3-4, FaZe still trailing by 1.
You'll have to get into game and see who has what in terms of payload. So you do have Enable with his payload active. That is the Centurion. So maybe you see him drop that on the Bomb on the defensive side of things, or Attack if he's going to be that bomb carrier for the side of FaZe Clan. But there are the smokes from OpTic Gaming. Karma has been a big advocate of the smoke so far in Infinite Warfare.
Absolutely, one of the few players to use it on a regular basis. Crim6 and Scump winning the fights up top. All the action down low now, and it's gonna be nothing but green in the kill feed. 4 straight kills and a 5th round now for OpTic.
Every time we cut to these OpTic player shots, they just look so confident going up against this FaZe team. Like, regardless of the look that FaZe throws at them, I mean, we cut to these shots and you can see like they're all kind of like laughing, like just smiling, like they're almost like they either have FaZe's number, like they know what they're going to do, or they're kind of like, why are they even trying these different types of strats?
I feel like that 1v1 loss when Scump was able to beat Clayster, that's where all the momentum kind of slipped away from FaZe, and OpTic started playing super confident. Speaking of confidence, here comes a reactive armor and an early kill at Scump and Formal. Down to the last member, Clayster 1-on-2. Formal and Scump still alive.
And a lot of the time you see Clay the last one alive because he's the one, you know, watching these flanks, trying to be patient for the rest of his team, and maybe they can make a play, and everybody just dies so fast that not able to make anything happen. Clay definitely has a chance to make something happen here. Sees one, knows exactly where this next player is.
And look at the play from Clay. There goes the jump though. The FTL jump, too strong, catching Clay off guard. The payload's paying dividends. 6-3, OpTic Gaming is now up 2-0. This kill cam, Matt, what a play from Formal. Ridiculous stuff. We'll see it in the highlights a little bit later, but man, I can't believe Formal was able to find him there.
Yeah, and Clay had Formal right in his sights. That FTL jump, though, it is so powerful in those close-range engagements. You either get right by the guy, and I mean, when you're L-triggered in, Chris, and you're aiming down sights, it's so difficult to just kind of snap on a player when they move that fast. And Clay got thrown off guard there at the end, and you can't really fault Clay for that, man. I mean, he had both players. He played that perfectly. Formal just had that ability and ends up helping him win the round.
Never know when your opponent has it. Formal using it at a perfect time. Fantastic finish to a strong game 2 for OpTic Gaming. They are not letting FaZe stay in the S&Ds, but when it came to respawn, that first game was super close. Let's take a look at the numbers though from game number 2. Formal double digits, 11-5 with a 2.2.
Just played out of his mind there in the S&D. Enable with another strong performance from FaZe. You know, Clay wins that round with the pistol in that 1v1 against Scump, or if he wins that one there against Formal, you do not know if that would have went in FaZe's favor. It would have definitely riled this team up.
OpTic Gaming is on match point. FaZe Clan facing a spot in the loser's bracket unless they can reverse sweep. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. The CWL Dallas Open continues when we return.
There is no room for excuses in life. Winning takes time, sacrifices, and effort. Don't believe me? Let me prove it. It took 3 years for me to have my first taste of winning and 4 years for me to rise to the top. In 2013, I took a leap of faith and left my game behind. I began competing in Call of Duty, and few believed I could ever win. Instead of giving up, I decided to go all in. I joined my first major organization, and I climbed the ranks again. 12 years, 8 games, 9 championships. There's no room for excuses in life. Trust me, I could have the biggest excuse of them all.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for this man, one of the oldest pros that is still competing here today. Enable has been doing it since day one, and throughout this tournament, he has some of the best stats on this FaZe Clan squad.
Yeah, he's been playing tremendous. I mean, coming over from other titles into Call of Duty, starting pretty much from the bottom, working his way all up to the top.
It's time to find out, will OpTic Gaming finish off a 3-0 sweep? Let's take a look at what's been going on, not only here in the venue, but also on social media. This tweet brought to you by PlayStation 4, as you guys have been interacting with us all weekend long using the hashtag CWLDallas. Soul42 says the atmosphere live for FaZe Clan versus OpTic Gaming is absolutely intense, and I expect it to only become more intense as this game goes on.
Oh man, I love these open events. This year has just been incredible, obviously, from Vegas to Atlanta to now. I just remember the MLGs back in the day. I mean, you're on that stage, you're a player and whatnot. Just the energy that the crowd gives you is just unmatched.
A lot of good-looking jerseys out there in the crowd. Remember, we have the merch booths open all weekend long. Get them now while they're still in stock, but we're going straight into a game number 3. UPLINK is coming up next, and this is a game mode that OpTic Gaming was looking down against Splice before rallying back, scoring 7 unanswered points to close out that series in our last match.
Well, what FaZe could do here, Chris, because it is Frost, is they could probably run 2, maybe 3 E-Rads here. Just try and get inside, make this game crazy, try and get Zuma and Attach going in the OpTic base. I do feel like FaZe needs to get off to a really good start here early. This is like their tournament life, I want to say, on the line here. Obviously, they would drop into losers, but they need to gain some confidence in this map.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are 10 seconds away. If you're a FaZe Clan fan, they need you now more than ever. Make some noise. It's time to kick things off. We're going to Frost for UPLINK.
I want to see if FaZe actually implores some submachine guns off the break. 2 players you would really be looking at would be Attach and Zuma to bring those out. You see Enable, though, will kick things off with him. Has the K-bar in his hands, going to fight for mid-map.
Opening fight, it's going to be OpTic Gaming. First 2 kills, make it 3 of your first 4. 4 of your first 5. So a great start here for the Green Wall. Karma with the drone in hand already.
So you do see Attach and Zuma both with E-Rads in their hands, and I like this decision. Maybe they can get these guys going, get them up into the OpTic base, slaying in those close quarters, but off the rip here, it's another 4 down for FaZe Clan. They need to rotate back, get control of their base.
We're gonna take a look at this score coming in or not. The interception is there, they're playing keep away, and Zuma will win the final gunfight. 45 seconds off the clock, but still plenty of time for both of these teams to make the mad dash for the goal. I'd love to listen in with the strategy from FaZe Clan. How do they plan to get this one through?
Right to the right, yep.
I'm going right, I'm going right, I'm going right.
You go right.
What's that? Two blue. Two of them in there. They're hitting right. They're hitting right.
I gotta kill Helen, right?
Yo, I'm playing inside. Worry about everything else. I'm playing inside.
Nobody mound. It's mound. Went back inside. Went back inside with ball. Went back inside with ball.
There's 2. Go, win it, wait for you, win it. Oh, you slid over.
On you. There you go.
One more there.
He's on ball. He's literally on you. Nice, good up.
Big kill.
They're gonna split, they're gonna be on you.
Big jump. Nice. Touch it, Ian. Go.
All the guys.
Let's go.
I threw it. Oh no. I got killed.
Grab it.
Play one. Nice. Nice, go on.
Nice, guys. I'm going red. I'll go red.
Okay, one in ice tunnel, one going back right. They spawn ice tunnel, guys.
High dark. I got one.
That's huge.
Okay,
All went inside.
Yo, I'm nading a ball. I'm nading by wall.
Got 2.
Close. I got him.
3. I'm gonna push.
I'll win it though.
Go, slide in, slide out.
Top ship, win it, guys. Nice, good job. Go.
I got it.
Go.
I want ice tunnel weak.
Am I going left or right?
Wait to kill.
Ice cubby. Sit in. I'll kill ice cubby.
Get it. Oh, maybe maybe
Yeah, one's on their point, one's on their point.
Yo, always go left, guys. Always go left.
Go left, go left,
I
go
can
left.
get the one.
Yeah, no, it's there. Nah, yeah, we just weren't pushed out. We have to slide right there.
He's talking on me, circle.
Matt, I know you've been watching a lot of the FaZe scrims. We've seen the 3 ERAD strapped from them in the past. It seems to be paying dividends here in our first 2 minutes.
Yeah, this is one of the only maps, if any, you're going to see Glacier run an ERAD on. OpTic Gaming gets in a 1-point throw, but you see as soon as FaZe brings out the ERADs, you see Cream and SCUMP both bring out SMGs too. And I know, speaking with Octane and stuff, that this map is very difficult for ARs when all these SMGs start to come into play.
Super fast-paced, up-close and personal battles. Karma wins that one versus Attached. SCUMP will find Clayster. OpTic trying to push this drone through, but they gotta score the kills on the respawning FaZe members. Not gonna happen. Zuma again, great defense. That's the second time we've seen him clutch up.
Yeah, and you just see that position that Formal was there in RoboBay. Able to pick up one. The second player challenges, if that player has a K-bar, maybe Formal's able to win that second engagement, but so close with an ERAD. This thing melts, man. You're not gonna be able to win those close range fights.
Take a look at your mini-map. FaZe just trying to bait out the drone. It's only attached at the top of your screen. OpTic running together. Clayster trying to get there, not in time, but it's Enable working with Zuma in the mid-map. As I say it, Karma rips them both apart. This is just a bloodbath outside finally after all of that. It's OpTic Gaming winning the skirmish and pushing the drone up.
Yeah, but it's gonna be 2 kills. Make it 3. All 4 dead now. In favor of FaZe, you have Clayster pushed up all the way into the OpTic base. They try and wrap back. He's going to be in a perfect position to pick up some kills here.
Absolutely, and this is at least a 1-point play opportunity. Should have been 2. The ball was down, but it's picked back up. Zuma stopped inches short, but the drone will fall through. 2-1, FaZe retakes the lead.
Yeah, if Clay picks up that 1 kill, maybe that's a 2-point play. But FaZe has looked much better here in UPLINK. They have a lead. They're finding something that's starting to work here against OpTic. This fast-paced play with the SMGs definitely throwing OG off a little bit.
Karma with a nice wiggle, Formal saving his life, but at the end, there's 3 defenders still up for FaZe. They get the drone out of OpTic's hands. They start to rotate it towards the top of the map, making it much more difficult for OpTic to run in for a dunk. Zuma causing problems with the ERAD on the flank. This is where we see him at his best. He's now on a 4 streak.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. He's trying to get pushed up on that top side. Maybe they could have gotten the drone, hit that lower wall run, and got another 1-point play, but it's going to be Formal. Picking up drone here for OG. Knows there's pressure coming inside from Hangar. He's going to be able to win 1 at range. See if OpTic Gaming tries to put a score here in the last 15 seconds.
Formal on a nice 5 streak, already has the Scarab, 2 kills away from getting some Trinity rockets. Score streaks could lead the way to some easy dunks. Karma and Enable trading duos. And we're gonna see Enable with 3 straight kills will help FaZe power out of their base once again. We're going into halftime, Matt, with a very tight game. It's 2-1, FaZe currently on top.
You just see when Formal's trying to fight in those close quarter engagements, that's time and time again we see him win those K-bar on K-bar. See right here, Enable pops out, but it's Zuma behind with that ERAD. Doesn't want to challenge right away with that SMG player there. Something that, see if OpTic adjusts to, figures out something here in the second half where they can blow this game open. But I like what I saw from FaZe in the first half.
First half, you have SCUMP sitting on top of the leaderboard at 17 and 14 for OpTic Gaming. On the other side, really only player positive is gonna be Zuma. You need a team effort. You have to keep up with OpTic in this slaying game. Formal at 17 and 13 has been causing them problems, and now you're gonna see it's OpTic making the first push. Is FaZe gonna be able to hold strong here on D?
Yeah, they pick up 2 kills, make it 3 right on drone, but you see Karma actually behind enemy lines almost gets off a 1-point throw there. Good defense from FaZe.
OpTic Gaming is currently trailing, 4:25 still to go. Let's go to another listen-in with the green wall.
They went right, they went right.
Picking up right.
Right flank our connect.
I got it. Factor's on.
I don't see any of them.
Factor, nothing high warning.
They're playing slow. They're gonna play kills here.
Just wait, I'm flanking ship.
Oh, I fell off. Fuck. About to on top of each other.
Oh, front tractor.
Still alive.
Down,
You guys got it. Still alive.
Yeah.
Still alive.
Another one on you. Enable's gonna be middle or ice cut.
Watch it. Over here.
I got 3.
Nice, Seth. Let's go forward. Push out blue. Push out blue.
I'm going blue. Head
Go blue, guys. I'm pushing also. I'm already. One guy's ice tunnel. Blue.
I'm killing. Oh, he got me in blue. Zuma.
I'm here. I'm hitting this. I'm hitting this.
Oh, yo, slide him. Nice.
Ice attach.
You guys got this.
Ice attach. Hit blue behind you guys. Go. No, he's there.
I got ice. Good check. One going ice. Attach ice. 3. He's got 3 kills. Nice. Big kill. Back up.
Behind you, Seth.
Yo, ship weak. Back left, enable.
I'm hitting middle. I'm gonna flank circle. I'm flanking circle.
Yeah, probably top ship.
I'm flanking him. I'm behind him.
Nice one.
They were behind me. Back up.
Mid warren.
One try to nice, 2 touch. Nice corner. Nice, 3. Let's go. Go back. I'm going mid for 2.
Pass the demon. Oh, never mind.
Oh, back point. Nice, I got a baby. Good shot. IVOD as well. Somebody's missing. Someone's on our side.
Ice one shot, Zumba. Ice one shot. Back.
I'm coming mid.
We come back to the action with 3:05 left on the clock, and during that listen-in, that is 3 unanswered points coming in for OpTic Gaming. Matt, break it down for me how they get it done.
Yeah, they put a lot of emphasis on blue. It's going to be that top side of your mini-map, that building that connects to the base. You see Clay there throwing the drone in front of him. Not going to be good enough for a 1. Now he has to pick it up. Not going to be able to put it in. Oh, man. Tough one there for Clayster.
Absolutely. He just winged it left. That was like a pucket rocket with a drone. Did not work out for him. 2-point advantage, but it's just a 1-possession game in favor of OpTic Gaming.
Well, now OpTic with this lead, they can play a little bit safer, Chris. They can keep the drone inside a hangar. They can just kind of keep it there for a little bit, force FaZe into them. Now with the SMGs able to win it, Krim with overdrive brings it right through. Put another 2 points on the board.
Nice use of the payload there to play the objective. Everyone from OpTic is slaying well. That has been the difference throughout this second side. You need to see more kills. Clayster is starting to heat up here for FaZe.
And you do have on the side of OpTic Gaming, though, Karma getting very close to that camo. So we'll see. If FaZe can put together a few scores, OpTic still has that safety valve with active camo coming later in the game. But look at the minimap, because OpTic Gaming gets the drone. They actually throw it off. They were actually trying to throw it forward, but there was nobody from FaZe in their own base. They got to kind of went with a breakaway there.
We're going to see when will the camo come into play for Enable as well. You highlighted Karma. Look out for this man. Enable with 2 straight kills is now going to be pushing up on OpTic's spawns. Bottom of the mini-map. It's attached in a big gunfight. He's going to fall to Karma. That's going to stop the drone's progress. Clayster has to defend himself. Not going to happen. Too many guns from OpTic. It's 3 straight, making 4 straight kills for the green wall.
Now Attach, he has his payload ability up, has overdrive. You're going to need to see him get towards the mid-map, maybe with that as soon as FaZe starts relaying the drone and make something happen. But 3 dead for FaZe Clan. It's going to be just Enable in the base. He falls. Another 2-point play for OpTic Gaming. It has not been a good 2 minutes for FaZe Clan.
It's time to wrap up the controller, Matt. 55 seconds left, and no one from OpTic is slowing down Karma. He is currently on your screen, ripping through people with the ERAD. SCUMP at 31 kills, Formal right behind him with 27. All they have to do is hold off FaZe, and you can see they are set up protecting that objective in the middle of the map. This one could be another beautiful 3-0 sweep from OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, and FaZe played them so tough here in the uplink. OpTic Gaming, though, they blow it open in the second half. They don't even need to use their camo to get points. On the side for FaZe, you were not able to get anything out of overdrive, nothing out of camo. And quite frankly, even if you did, it was just too late.
I'll be honest, Formal hasn't really moved on our minimap for the last minute and a half, it seems. He seems to be fired up. They know they've done it, Matt. 8-2, your final score in UpLink. OpTic Gaming with a perfect 3-0 here in our winners bracket final. OpTic Gaming holding strong once again, sending FaZe Clan to the losers bracket. Last time they eliminated them from the tournament here in Atlanta, but FaZe, they're not done yet. This is a potential rematch we could see in a grand final.
Look, OpTic Gaming comes into this your heavy favorites after their performance at ESWC, and they are just plowing through opponents, just getting the job done.
Let's take a look back at some of the best moments from game number 3. Before our interview, here are some of the best plays, and it started off with Krim 6 getting stuffed at the net. The back and forth trades. Zuma so strong on defense early on. It was FaZe going up to a 2-1 advantage at the half. But in the second part of this game, Matt, it was a one-sided affair. Everyone from OpTic Gaming catching fire. Formal, SCUMP ripping through players with the ERADs, and at the end of the day, It's 24 kills from Crim6 to go along with his 5 points.
Yeah, I mean, the point I was just going to make is when we saw those highlights from the second half, FaZe did not have the drone in their possession whatsoever. We're not able to get towards mid-map, get any type of control. OpTic Gaming, you give them that much possession of the drone, they're going to figure out a way to get points.
OpTic, they're looking unstoppable. You can take them to game 5, but you can't beat them. Here in the winners final, they get a hot 3-0. And right now on this stage, we got Courage with Karma.
Thank you, gentlemen. Yes, down on the floor with OpTic Gaming's Karma. Crowd, are you excited to see OpTic Gaming in another grand final? Damon giving the love right back. Karma, I gotta first bring this up. Is this the craziest crowd you've ever seen at an event you've been at? And what does it mean for you guys when you're playing there on the main stage?
Yeah, I feel like this is the closest to Anaheim, or if not like better. It's insane. Like, it's been like this since Friday, and it's only gotten better. So we appreciate it, guys. You guys are awesome.
Well, you're going to have even more interaction with them later on in that grand final, but for now, we've got to look forward. We got to look ahead. What's to come for this team? What do you guys do to prepare for a match like that? You've obviously got to wait for that losers bracket final to play on out. What's going to be the plan up until that grand final begins?
Well, before that match, I mean, we were pretty confident in Frost. I think Frost's our best uplink, and throwback S&D we were pretty good at. But the main thing going into that series, we wanted to improve on a few of the mistakes we made in Scorch versus the last team, and we fixed that, and we started holding more hill, I believe, on the drill hill. Yeah. We were really bad at that, and I mean, we played pretty good, they played good, and we just came out on top.
Now, we know you guys will be in the grand final. We have to see exactly who will be matching you guys. We know FaZe Clan will wait in the losers bracket final for the winner of Splice United. That match should be concluding soon over there. Does it matter who you guys face now? Are you confident against everybody? And if you had to pick one team to face, who would it be and why?
I think right now, yeah, we're pretty confident in whoever we face, but I think the most ideal one would probably be United. Okay. I mean, I think it'd be nice to play them from the winners bracket, see what they can do, see if they can take a best of 5 or take 2 best of 5s, because it's not that easy.
Yeah, it's not that easy. We saw last time you guys faced them in the Atlanta Grand Final. OpTic Gaming are in back-to-back-to-back Grand Final appearances at CWL major events. Congratulations to them for now. Back up to our casters to close out the series.
Thank you so much, Courage. Real quick, Matt, final thoughts on this match?
Well, look, I think OpTic Gaming, the thing that I took away from that interview with Karma is that they've gone back series after series and fixed those minor mistakes. You know, some of the past iterations of this team, they would just kind of, oh, we'll figure it out after the event. It's like, no, after that, let's sit down, let's talk about it, let's fix that. But you heard Karma talking about what team he wants to play. I just got word E-United has beaten Splice, so now E-United will go up against FaZe Clan here in the loser final.
That's right, our Bravo casters right next to us. We heard Rondez, we heard Landon, Dirk's getting fired up. E-United was able to take out Splice, so it's an all North American affair. You don't want to miss it. We'll be back with more action live from the CWL Dallas Open. Keep the tweets coming. We got a losers final coming up next. And of course, we'll be crowning today our Dallas champion before we get to our stage 1 of the Global Pro League.